We think 2016 is a very transformative year for the area of virtual reality and augmented reality. Virtual reality is what we believe will be the next generation computing platform along with augmented reality. And the difference between the two is virtual reality, you wear a head-mounted display and it completely blocks your field of view so you can't see through it. Whereas augmented reality, it's like wearing a pair of glasses and you'll be able to look through and see the environment around you with a display highlighting whatever images it's going to project to you. By 2025, we see this market approaching $80 billion, or about the size of the desktop market today. While today virtual reality is primarily thought of as a place for hardcore gamers to spend their spare time, it's increasingly impacting sectors that people touch every day. For example, in real estate, instead of having to go see 50 homes with an agent over the weekend, you might be able to put on a pair of virtual reality glasses or a head-mounted display at your realtor's office and be able to do a virtual walkthrough of what those properties might look like, and therefore maybe you could eliminate 30 out of the 50 on your list and be much more efficient with your time. It's being used in medical institutions, at hospitals to train doctors, to teach them how to be better surgeons. It's transforming the ability for educational institutions to go on a field trip and to be able to experience the Great Wall of China firsthand without having to take a trip. What's different about virtual reality today versus, say, 10 years ago when people thought this was going to become mainstream is that the technology has started to catch up. We've had processor speeds. Things like Moore's Law have really transformed chip speed. Graphics cards have gotten more powerful, so your ability to see the number of frames per second that your eyes need to see so that you don't feel queasy as you're starting to use these types of devices. There are several barriers to virtual reality and augmented reality adoption at this point. Clearly, the price points right now are high for the average consumer, but ultimately, as with any piece of technology, we expect economies of scale to accrue over time, and we would expect the price reductions to follow what we've seen with other hardware devices, similar to what we've seen in the laptop and desktop market. At the end of the day, we think virtual and augmented reality will be as transformative as when we used to see people walking around the streets of New York City holding a big brick to their ear and talking to someone that we couldn't see on the other end. We think this technology has the potential to transform how we interact with almost every industry today, and we think it will be equally transformative both from a consumer and an enterprise perspective.